Hello, stock traders. I hope all of you had a fantastic weekend and are enjoying this market and this bull run that we are on. Hello, my name is Ray, and so far year to date, I am personally up 6.44%, even with this massive downturn and bear market that we had at the beginning of 2022. Starting to feel pretty good about this market and the way things are going. And in today's video, I'm going to review the callouts that I had this last week in my private Discord, and also give you two stocks that have a PDUFA date coming up that you will want to check out. I'm also going to talk about market levels, where I think we're going, and different things. So much packed into this video. Please stay till the end. But before I get going, if you could do me a favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. If you are interested in my sales and you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at maltbie Ray, and that is my Twitter handle. I will be updating anytime I exit a stock. Now, this is not financial advice. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence. I just know that there's a lot of people that have watch these videos and are always curious about when I am taking an exit point. That does not mean that's the above all exit points or anything of that nature. But if you are curious at all, you might follow me on Twitter and you will get those notifications. All right, so let's start by talking about the different stocks that I sold this last week. Had a phenomenal week overall. And so I'm going to go through all of these. So first of all, in our basic room, sold DTC for a 0.20% gain, sold HRTX for an 8.02% gain, sold MICS for a 9.86% loss, sold CASH for a 2.09% gain, sold PACK for a 3.09% gain, sold PINS for a 1.44% loss, sold SWK for a 0.71% loss, sold PRG for a 3.89% gain, sold TRU for a 1.78% gain, sold MTCH for a 0.02% gain, sold FIP for a 0.88% gain, sold OPK for a 16.23% gain, sold REGN for a 1.24% gain. The big winner of the week sold BLUE for a 62.35% gain, sold FSLR for a 6.05% gain. Okay, so now the call outs from our premium and the complete portfolio. The complete portfolio is $70 a month to be a member in the Patreon group. And then we have our premium room that's $127 a month, which is very much worth it because these picks are really, really great. With premium, you get not only my callouts, but other professional traders in there. With just my callouts and you do the $70 level, you get just my callouts for this level. So let's cover these because these were really amazing. Sold AN for a 5.40% gain, sold FROG for a 4.98% gain, sold ALIM for a 23.70% gain, sold OTRK for a 44.93% gain, and sold FNCH for a 1.12% gain. So overall, all my callouts, 17 out of 20, 85% win rate, average gain per pick of 8.69%. I cover that, and if you want those alerts, it's great to be a part of our Patreon group. At least that basic level or higher gets you access to my callouts. Different levels have different things that they're on there, and I hope to see you there. All right, so let's get to the S&P 500. I'm going to talk about what I am seeing as far as the S&P 500 goes. And so follow my cursor right here. So we are having a very bullish time on the market. So as you can see, the S&P 500 is really doing awesome. And we have this amazing move here. This candle is very, very bullish. Of course, this was the level at 416 was paying close attention to. And with positive CPI data, we have burst through that. And this has been a big move. Really looking nicely here on the daily chart. So we do have this gap open up here starting at 435. I expect that to be a level of resistance. Although right now the price action is so strong that I do expect us to get past that, come back down here, use this previous gap that was previous resistance as support, and for us to go further. Now the market doesn't care what I think, but that's just what I think is going to happen. Very, very bullish indications through this market, and we are now in a bull trend. Yes, you heard me right. We are in a bull trend. So think that way. This is now a time where the stocks are going to be moving up. We have lots of different indicators. I've been talking about the positive things that are happening in the market, where now they're getting really, really positive, and we may even see a market squeeze, and you do not want to miss it. So one thing that's going on here is that we have the 13 EMA above the 48 EMA on the daily chart. We have this nice movement here, a nice base of support right here at 416 that I don't expect us to come down to. Now it could come where we could come back down here, test this and go back forward. But now that we have this bull trend happening, it takes a lot of momentum by the bears, more money than they probably have, for us to go downwards. There's just too much support, in my opinion, and I think that this market is going to continue, and we're going to see a really nice next couple of weeks out of the overall market. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't run into problems in the future, but it does mean that with the market as it is right now, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, the bear market is over and we are starting a brand new bull market. Yes, you heard me right. And you might think I'm crazy. I know so many people out there are bearish on the market, but I am making a killing right now. Within just the last couple of weeks, in my personal portfolio went from negative 13 when we were at the lowest way down here. I was negative 13 in my overall portfolio, which is not good, but better than the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the triple Qs, better than the IWM Russell, but my callouts had not done well. But now I'm 6% up, and it's because I've been invested and have been paying attention to this bull run, and I don't have such a negative bias that I think the market is going down to zero and forever. It is not. That is not what's going to happen. The American economy is very strong. Yes, we have our problems and different things, but this is a bull market. This is the time, in my opinion, again, just my opinion, to be buying stocks. I think the market is going to move higher from here. All right, so let's start talking about these two PDUFA stocks that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. My PDUFA strategy takes advantage of PDUFA dates being set forth by the FDA, and I have found that stocks that have an upcoming PDUFA date go on tremendous runs. And so if you can catch them, they can really be something. And that I called out one of those stocks. Two of those were HRTX and Blue, both sold for a really nice gain this last week, and they were both PDUFA run-ups, and these next two are the same. So the first one I'm going to talk about is ticker symbol INCY. This is Insight, and they have a PDUFA date of August 30th. So coming up here in about 3 weeks, and they have a cancer drug up for approval, and I am seeing some positive momentum now, and that we have gotten past earnings. Lots of positive things. I like this gap up here at 77, although I think we can run way above that. What do the analysts have to say? Well, the average analyst target is $87.80, and in this PDUFA strategy, that is important. Right now, we have a lot of buy indicators on Insight, and so the buy indicators are there, and this could really, really run. So one thing to watch would be this 13 EMA getting above this 48 EMA, and I am already loaded in this stock. I like this stock a lot. I think it's going to go up quite a bit, and I think that there's some money to be made on this. I think it will go past this, and this is a pretty safe company, so I think you can feel pretty good. They do not need money. They do not need to do any offerings or anything of that nature, so that's really good with an upcoming PDUFA strategy. All right, the next one is BMY, Bristol Myers Squibb. Now, this is a huge company. I know this is a huge bio, and you might like the smaller bios for these run-ups, but I sometimes like these solid runners, and I think that this one's going to be great. So we have tons of positive momentum things happening here. We have lots and lots of buy signals, everything from all of them are just being tripped right now. Some different things going on. So I like this one because it has a PDUFA date of September 10th. And I think it is at a beginning of a run of one of these PDUFA runs. Now, this being a big company, we may only get 10 to 20% out of this, but I think that it's going to be a really good runner. And I like this gap open up here at 77, although I think I can get way past that as we roll up to that PDUFA date coming up. I wish all of you the best. on the stock market. This week, I'm going to try to have a video come out each and every day. Please follow me on Twitter. You'll be interested in my sell points at maltbie on Twitter. And I look forward to having a great week. I wish you all the best. And Raythoven out.